Yo, what's up guys, TechBlockFade24GMD here. I'm back with a new video. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to install Windows 11 to the external hard drive. So what you're going to need is the external hard drive you want to use, the Windows 11 ISO. I think I'm going to use this one. It's pre-activated, and then we're going to install WinTUSB, and here I have it, and then we're going to use the partition manager so that we can wipe the target disk and then make a partition for the thing. And so let's get started. So I have the disk here that I want to use, so I'm just gonna, we're gonna wipe it, and then you can do that by hitting wipe disk. I'm gonna demonstrate on my USB here. I'm not actually gonna wipe it. And then fill sectors with 0, and then we're going to hit OK and then apply, but I've already done that with the target disk, so I don't need to. So now once you have the disk wiped, it should show up as unallocated. So we're just going to hit create, right click the unallocated space and hit create, and then we are going to select all the info. We can do it as drive letter I, and here's all of it, and I'm gonna name it Win11 to go. Then for HP, then that's my HP laptop, and I also have an Acer, and it'll be kind of different. Now you can't use this across all of your computers due to the fact that like your system has like special files it needs for every individual computer, so it's just not gonna work. So yeah, make sure you're sure that this is the computer you want to use it on. So there we go, Win11 to go HP, and I think it's the operation pending. Click apply, and it's going to create the new partition for us to install Windows onto. So I'm going to update it, and now we have the new partition for installing Windows on the disk. And we're going to close the program, and just to show you here, yep, here it is. It's completely blank. So now we're going to open up WinTUSB after you install it. Now, when you finally get it installed, it's a pretty straightforward process. You are going to be asked if you want to use the, what's it called? If you want it to allow to make changes to your system, but just click yes and select the little the ISO icon. It should already be selected. So now we're going to click this little folder, and we're going to select this, the ISO that we downloaded. Now, I don't know why it changed my theme, so don't ask. But there it is, Windows 11 Pro 64-bit. And now we are going to choose the destination disk, the one we just made the partition on, and we are going to select this. And now we are going to do legacy here. So there, yeah, because I have a legacy BIOS. So yeah, but if you don't know what to do here, just look it up for this version, and then we're going to click next, and then once we have selected everything, and now it's going to install. Now this is going to take a long time, so I will resume the video when it has completed. Oh, and one more thing before I completely pause. Make sure your computer is plugged in for a sufficient power source, that you don't lose power while installing it, or because then that'll suck and your hard drive will be corrupted, and your system will be messed up. So yeah, I would recommend you plug it in. No, you should plug it in if you have a laptop. So yeah, I'll be back when it's done. Also, one final thing I'd like to mention is this process could take a few hours. And it all depends on how fast your hard drive is. I have a 5,400 RPM data, which goes at about at best 30 megabytes a second. So this process might take a while. So yeah, and since it's going through a USB cable, that doesn't help either. So yeah, so be prepared to wait for hours for this to install, but yeah, I'll be back when it's done for real this time. Okay, so as you can see, the USB have been successfully made. The boot disk for the USB hard drive. Let me just show you here. Win11 to go. As you can see, these are all the files and stuff. So now we are going to press home and we're going to exit out. And now we got to restart the computer, so I'm going to switch to my camcorder camera. Okay, so now that we have created the bootable hard drive, we are going to shut down the computer. So yeah, and then we're going to go into the BIOS and then and then we're going to boot from the hard drive. So we're just going to wait for a second, and then the computer will shut down. It's what it's like to shut down Windows 7. So there we go. So now it's just going to shut down. And now you need to know what the boot menu key for your laptop is, and make sure it's set to the correct BIOS. So if you set it to be the UEFI mode, then you change it to UEFI. It should be if you're already on UEFI if you have a modern computer, but if you're using an older machine, most likely you installed it to Legacy. So here's the hard drive I installed it to. And yeah. So for me it's escape for the boot menu key, and then but it'll be different depending on your laptop. So I'm gonna turn it on, and then we're gonna spam our boot menu key. Escape. Alright, there we go. And now we're going to go to the boot device options, and we are just going to find it. Here it is. And here's the hard drive that we selected, that we installed it to. And then here we go. We have a Windows 11, as you can see here. Just going to load up. And yeah, this might take a minute since it's just installed. But yeah, it should go smoothly. So we're just going to wait for it to load. Okay, so the computer's gonna restart, so press your boot menu key again. And now we're gonna go back to the boot device options, then we're gonna select the hard drive again, and you can also set it as your default for now, if you want to not have to press the boot menu key every time, but I still want my main hard drive to be my first boot order, so yeah. But just make sure that you're prepared to press the key when it asks you to restart. And then it's just gonna load. And I think it's about ready to be set up. This took like, I'm gonna say maybe an hour to get to this point. It all depends on the speed of your hard drive and your computer specs too. So just wait for it to load up here. And then it's gonna have us do some other stuff. So yeah. Alright, so it's loading now. As you can see on the screen here. Just gonna load for a sec. Then it's gonna have us do some other stuff to finish setting it up. So, as you can see, it wants us to be patient, so let's just be patient and let it load for a minute. Again, it all depends on the speed of your hard drive and your computer spec. Okay, so it has finished doing whatever was loading. So now we gotta do the setup here. So there is some stuff we gotta set up on this PC. So we're going to first start out by choosing your language. Mine is set to English United States. So yes. Wait a minute. Computer's a little old, so it might not have the best performance, but yeah. It's just gonna take a minute, but it should eventually load. But again, this PC's like older, so yep. So choose your country. Mine is the United States, so that's what we're gonna do. And gonna load the next part, and I think yes, choose your keyboard layout now. We can skip the other layout unless you wanna have multiple keyboard layouts, but you can always configure it later in the settings. So yeah, gonna check for update. Normally I would update, but after like an hour of waiting, there's like no way I'm gonna sit through another update. So yeah, we're just gonna wait. Nobody reads the end user license agreement, so hit accept. I'm gonna name it Win 11 Go. That's what I'm gonna name it, and you can give it whatever you want, any name you want. And I'm assuming it's gonna ask for my Microsoft account next, but we'll have to wait and see. Okay, I think I'm gonna restart again, so I'm gonna press the boot menu key, and wait for the boot options to load, F9, and I'm gonna go for the hard drive again. And by the way, you can set it to default if you want. You can look up a tutorial on how to do that, certain media to your default storage. Like your default boot selection, but yeah. Then you'll have to change it back later if you want to still use your internal one as the main one, or if you unplug the hard drive. So we just gotta wait for the this to load again, which might take a while. It's making some progress though. And then I think there's another part after this, but I'm not sure because I've never set up Windows 11 before. Yeah, actually fun fact, this is my first time using Windows 11. So let's just wait for a minute, and then we'll be able to continue the setup, I think. But yeah, that's gonna take a while, so I think I'm gonna speed it up again. Alright, so here's the next part of the setup. I'm sorry, that's my dog. Yeah, we're just gonna wait. And wait. So yeah, we're just loading, I think, the next part of the setup. Okay, so when it asks you for this, just select what you want to use it for. I'm going to set it for personal use since it's my home computer. Alright, now we gotta sign in with our Microsoft account. So I'm not going to show you my info for obvious reasons, so yeah, I'll be right back in just a sec. Okay, so once you've signed in with your Microsoft account, it's going to ask you to create a PIN. I'm going to create my PIN here. It's going to take a minute. I'm going to point the camera at the floor just in case. Yeah, so I'm going to create a PIN real quick. Alright, so I've created a PIN here, and as you can see, it's going to ask you all this. Just check the ones you want, but I don't got time for this, so, because it's light, so I'm just going to hit accept, whatever, and I'm just going to skip this, but you can change it to whatever you want, since I'm going to be using this OS for multiple things, if it runs well. I am not going to, I don't have an Android phone, actually. I have an iPhone, so I'm not going to do this. Alright, I'm pointing my camera up my keyboard in case it shows something sensitive, like sensitive information. So, yeah, that's why I'm pointing my camera at my floor or my keyboard. Okay, I can just hit next, backup file to OneDrive. You can do that if you want to, if you use OneDrive, but yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. So, I'm gonna skip Game Pass. Alrighty, so, checking for update. I don't know if there's any updates, I really hope there aren't. Because I've already been trying to install this for like the past hour or something. Alright, so it's gonna take just a moment again. Oh, see, is it gonna ask me? Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna. I'm preparing. Okay, so now it's gonna do this. I'm pretty sure if you've used Windows 8 or Windows 10 before, like set it up, then you're probably familiar with this, except it's a little more updated. But yeah. So I'm gonna say don't turn off your PC and don't be an idiot and don't unplug your hard drive. Like, don't even test that to see what happens. You could probably cause some corruption to either the hard drive or the computer itself. So yeah, don't do it ever. Like, just don't unplug the hard drive while the OS is running. But I don't know why I would think anybody would be dumb enough to unplug their hard drive while the OS is running, but yeah, just to let you guys know. Okay. Even the Windows installation prompting you to plug in your PC. Fortunately, assuming you have a laptop, we plugged it in earlier. But if you have a desktop, it should already be plugged in. So yeah. Okay, that's almost there. It always says that. Okay, so here we are on our desktop. It's gonna take a minute to load, especially if you have an older computer. Okay, so this is the cool new start menu and stuff. So, ignore this. It's just a fake non-working program I made for fun in PowerPoint, but yeah. So here's your desktop, and I am connected to Ethernet here. Now, I don't know if there's any other network. I don't know if it has the Wi-Fi drivers installed, because every other OS on the computer doesn't have its proper Wi-Fi drivers. But yeah, if your computer, if it does, the Wi-Fi does work on your computer, then you can connect to Wi-Fi. Okay, so as you can see, there's no Wi-Fi available, but it's okay, because I have, as you can see here, a wireless adapter for Ethernet. So, yeah, now you can basically just mess around in your OS and stuff, but before we start customizing and stuff, I'm actually going to reboot the machine and go into my other hard drive to make sure the other OSs are okay. So, here we go. So, I'm just going to reboot the computer just to make sure that everything else is safe and sound on my computer. So, we're going to be booting one of my already existing OSs. But yeah, we just installed Windows 11 to the hard drive. Well, it looks like Microsoft forcing me up to update. You know what the nice part about using unsupported Windows is? It's the fact that I don't ever have to deal with long updates. Oh boy, this is gonna take a while, isn't it? Okay, the updates are complete, so now I'm gonna reboot, and you know now, unlike when we were installing it, dang it, focus, I'm not actually gonna press anything, since, it'll automatically boot to my main drive, the one in here. So, gonna load up here, and as you can see, here's all my operating system. I'm just gonna go into the OS I started this project in, and yeah, it's loading. Yeah, the boot animation in Windows 7 is satisfying. So yeah, now you have installed Windows 11 to an external hard drive, and I think it might also work with Windows 10. It'll just be a different procedure, but yeah, I showed you how to do it with Windows 11. So yeah, so here we are. So that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Okay, so one last thing I want to mention before I actually end the video is if you want to transfer files between your built-in hard drive and your external one with Windows, then you can't do that. It'll only show the drive that it's installed to and your external drive. So yeah. But yeah, that's all I had to say finally, but yeah, thanks for watching, comment, like, and subscribe, and for real, this is the end of the video. Bye.